Okay, so now we are going to talk about logic of expressions. Now, whenever we create animations in After Effects, we cannot completely rely on keyframes only. Sometimes we need to add certain expression to perform certain duties. For example, let's choose this ellipse over here, and I'm going to choose red color, and by holding shift I'll create one ellipse. I'll press Ctrl Alt Home. I'll adjust it like that. Then I'll press P for position and I'll create one keyframe over here. I'll go to around 2 seconds and I'm going to move them from here to here. So now if you see this, we are getting this common animation. But over here, what I want is that this should start in the form of loop. Like after this last keyframe, it should repeat this entire animation again. So how we can do that? Simply go over here and hit N. And now if I hit play, I'm gonna get this animation continuously in the form of loop. But this is just for 2 seconds. Now suppose I want this animation in the form of loop up to 6 seconds. Maybe I'll hit N over here. So there are other way is that I need to select those keyframe. I'll hit Ctrl C to copy. I'll go to 2 seconds. With the help of page down button, I can press Ctrl V. I can select those keyframe. I can hit Ctrl C and I can hit Ctrl V. So what will happen? It will repeat the keyframe. Again, I'll go one frame forward and I'll press Ctrl V again. So I'll get this animation in the form of loop. But in After Effects, with the help of expression, we can do that without using our trim comp work area or without using any repetitive keyframe. So how we can do that? Over here you will get this stopwatch. If you alt click on this stopwatch, you will get this expression. Now what this expression does is that it will provide the data in a text format. For example, if you see inside this, what this text saying is that transform dot position, which means in transform property you are at the position property over here. Okay, similarly if I alt click on this rotation as well, for example, you can see they are saying same text that in transform you are in rotation. Okay, so this is the use. Now over here we can use expression called loop in loop out. Over here we will look at loop out over here, and we after that let this select it. And now if I hit spacebar, as you guys can see, after the last keyframe this is going to repeat itself. Okay, but if I select this and if I move this over here, if you see now, after the last keyframe they are repeating the animation, but before that they are not repeating, because this is loop out expressions, which means at the end from this it will try to repeat the animation from end. But suppose if I want this repetition at the start, so what I can do, instead of loop out, over here we will get this loop in. Over here we need to delete those two close brackets, and now if I hit play, as you guys can see, I'm getting animation over here, but I'm not gonna get that animation after that. Okay, so this is the use of loop in loop out animation, and the proper way to use it is that simply select those keyframe. Okay, select those, press Ctrl Alt Home, go to the align tab, align it like that, press P for position, create one keyframe. You can go to around 2 seconds. Let's move this over here, go to 2 seconds, select this, Ctrl C Ctrl V, select those keyframe, hit F9, alt click on the stopwatch and simply type loop out expression on it. Okay, so, and now if you see this animation, we are gonna get this animation continuously. Okay, so this is the use of loop in loop out expression.